Hello, this is Bryant Adair. This is my screen printing shop, and today I'm going to give you guys a tutorial on how to screen print. What is screen printing, you ask? Well, you see it every day. It is making and printing plastisol ink onto fabric, garments, and mostly t-shirts. So, let's get started and maybe we'll have some fun along the way. So first we take our poly emulsion covered screen that was covered last night to dry. Then I take my film transparency that was just printed on a LaserJet printer that has our graphic on them. Then I take 3 pieces of tape and I put them on the corners facing up on our transparency. Next, I will take my screen and put the flat side down, attaching my transparency to my photo poly emulsion. Lay it down flat, get the corners, and make sure that it's good and tight on there. I leave one corner loose so I can take it off after. I then take my screen into my light room. Emulsion is very sensitive to light, so we have a yellow light bulb to keep it from hardening. I then place it on my burn table, lock it up, and hit the vacuum button, which will then fully seal it. I then check everything and turn on my UV lights to burn our screen and harden it for the actual printing process. I then leave it there for about a minute and a half. After burning it, I take off my transparency and then I take it to my wash booth. As you can see, you cannot see the image quite yet, but it is burned there from our light. We then spray a little bit of water on it first, and then we hit it till we get all of our soft emulsion out of the graphic. Now when you're spraying out an image, this is where a lot of things can go wrong. You can often see that it did not burn properly, and then you will have to go back and redo the whole process again. And also you can overspray your image and you can start knocking holes even in the hard emulsion. So don't hit it too hard, but know that it needs some pressure. Now we will take it out of the wash booth, get any excess water off of it, and you will see I have my whole graphic knocked out. We will then put it aside to dry either outside or under our dryer. Now I take it to my press. I center it with the image on. That's why we have our target arrows to keep it right there on the middle of the plate. And then I will go to my tightening knobs, push them down hard, go on the left side, even it out, make sure that your image again is symmetrical onto your plate, as that is where we will be printing directly onto our shirt. Now I take my ink for this image. We're just using basic black ink and lay it down on the top end of the printer side. Make sure you do not get any ink on the printer. This is another big problem with screen printing, is your wet ink. It tends to get everywhere and it is very hard to clean. So just be aware of your fingers and toes. Next, I take my garment and I lay it down on my plate. There is a little bit of glue added to the plate to keep our shirt from not moving or sticking. And then I want collar side facing me with our screen upright with the graphic top facing you as well. So where you're looking at the image upside down as you print. Then I straighten out my shirt, measure it up, usually 3 fingers from the collar is where you want your image to be, and I press. First I give one flood hit and then one really hard press to get the ink through the screen. Now we lift and we check our graphic. As you can see, it is nice and centered. A few fingers below from the collar, and that's about kind of where we want it for a wearable. I now take it and I put it on the drying press. I want to tuck in my short corners but have my image laying out flat under the dryer so I can get a nice dry that will keep the image lasting for many, many washes. Now we go to the other side of our dryer. As it comes through the conveyor belt, we take it off, and as we can see, we have a fully dried screen printed image on our shirt that you can sell or give to your mother and enjoy for a very long time. Thanks for watching.